at Afternoon Craft Corner, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create your own hand-stitched felt ornaments. The instructions for this craft can be found at the Crystal Lake Public Library's website on our calendar. This particular video will be first shown on December 17th, and that's where you can go to find a PDF of the instructions. So what do you need for this craft? Well, first off, you're going to need some felt. Any kind. You can use all wool felt, or you can use acrylic, whatever you can find. You might have scraps, you can probably use some scraps. Next, you'll need a scissors. If you've got these little ones that are really sharp, these are great for working with the small pieces on felt. You're going to need something to create your shape. I used cookie cutters. You could also use cardboard. This is one that I cut out, and then I put this on the fold of the felt, and then cut out both sides so that it was even on both sides. You'll need some kind of a marker to mark that on your felt as you're tracing around. You're going to need a ribbon for the hanger part of your ornament. You're going to need a small amount of regular sewing thread and needle, and then you'll also need some embroidery thread, the 6-strand classic embroidery thread, and if you've got a larger needle for that, it will be easier to thread if you can. And then you might need, depending on what you're going to be doing with your ornament, you might need some craft glue, or you could use a glue gun if you'd like. And then to stuff your ornament, if you choose to, you don't even have to do that. You're going to need some fiber fill, or you could use quilt batting, or another piece of material, or even a Kleenex would work. So to create your hand-stitched felt ornament, you're going to start with a piece of felt, and you're going to need 2 of them. You can use your cookie cutter, or you could use cardboard, whatever you've got. You're going to trace all the way around, and then you're going to get another one. You need 2 of these, 2 identical pieces to create the front and the back for your ornament. Once you've traced all the way around, then you will cut, and you want to cut so that they are pretty much identical. It will look better when you've put them together. So here's 2 pieces that I've already cut out, front and the back. I'm going to set aside the front and just work with the back for right now. And I'm going to start with 6 to 8 inches of thin ribbon. And I'm going to, on the inside of the back piece at the top, center, is where I'm going to attach with just a plain thread that's the same color as the felt ornament. I'm going to just stitch that on. In a pinch, you could probably use glue, but stitching will probably hold it better. So just take a few stitches once you've done that, then set that aside. And now we're going to decorate our front piece. For this snowman, I've already cut out my charcoal pieces. I used a hole punch for these, but you could use just a regular scissors. You want to kind of get it situated the way you want it to look. And try not to put your pieces too close to the edge, because that's where you'll be stitching. And once you've got it situated the way you want it, you could add ribbon, whatever. You'll glue it then. Craft glue works really, really well. You could use a hot glue gun if you wanted. Once you've done that though, let it set. Don't work with it until it's completely dry. So here we have our two pieces that have been stitched, the back and the front, and this is glued on and it's set. So now what we need to do is we need to work with embroidery thread. And embroidery thread comes usually in 6 strands. Let me get this right here. And I've already started separating it. We only want to work with 3 strands for this. So you're going to take your three strands and 3 strands, and you're just going to pull them apart, your piece, and then you're just going to work with the 1 piece. So here I have one that I've already separated, and I've knotted it at the end, and I've only knotted the 1 strand. I haven't knotted the 2 strands together. So now I'm going to put these 2 pieces together. You could even pin it if you want, but you don't have to. And you're going to start near the bottom, and you're going to take your thread and your needle, and you're going to go near the edge on the underside of the top piece and pull it through so that your knot is on the inside. Okay, then you'll take your thread, your needle, and you're going to go 1/4 inch over and 1/4 inch up, thereabouts. You'll stick your needle through, and then you're going to place it over the thread and then pull it through gently so that you've kind of gone through that loop. You can see that it's caught it. So now you're just going to continue doing this 1/4 inch over, 1/4 inch up. And so on, so that you get what looks like this. This is a classic blanket stitch. And you're going to do that all the way around until you get to about here. Once you've done that, you want to put your stuffing in here now. So here's some stuffing, which you could use quilt batting, you could use Kleenex, you could use other pieces of felt. Just kind of get it situated so that it looks pleasing. And then you're going to finish doing the same thing that you've done all along, and you will knot it at the end. And then what you can do, if you'll, instead of cutting off your thread right there so that you don't want it to come loose, I'm going to pretend that I've already gone all the way over here, and this will say that this is the end. You're going to take your needle and you're going to just kind of put it in here, and you're going to just kind of have it come out any old place, fairly far up there. Then you're going to pull it, and you're going to kind of pull it a bit. And then once you've done that, you'll trim it right here, and then when you let this go, the thread will be on the inside and it will be holding. As you can see, these ornaments can be used for more than the Christmas holidays. Here we've got the Star of David for Hanukkah and a candle as a symbol of the Kwanzaa holiday. In addition, you could really do it for almost any holiday throughout the year. You could also, if you wanted, put a name on here or a year. You could write it or you could stitch it. It could go front or back. If you're going to stitch it, I would recommend that you do it before you put the whole thing together. These go together fairly quickly, these ornaments, and really make nice personalized little gifts. I hope you have enjoyed today's craft. As always, if you have any questions, call or email the Crystal Lake Public Library. Thank you and happy holidays.